When life falls apart, it doesn't ask for your permission. It doesn't knock on your door gently. It just crashes. The job you thought was secure, gone. The relationship you trusted, shattered. The future you imagined, erased in seconds. And in that deafening silence that follows, one question hits you harder than anything else. What now? That's not just a question. That's a crossroad. A choice between sinking into despair or standing up with nothing but your breath and your will. Most people panic. They scramble, trying to fix everything. They chase comfort, distractions, or numbness. Anything to not feel the collapse. Some drown in regret. Others blame the world. But the Stoics, they chose a different path. They didn't react blindly. They didn't beg life to be fair. They stood still, calm, present, unshaken. Because they knew pain is not the enemy. How you respond to it is everything. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, one of the most powerful men in history, but even he suffered deeply. Loss, betrayal, war, illness. And yet, he wrote in his journal, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Pause and think about that. It's not the event. It's your interpretation of the event that causes the real suffering. You lost something? Yes, the pain is real. But if you see it as the end, you will drown. If you see it as a fire, you will rise from it. The Stoics didn't deny emotion. They mastered the meaning behind it. The betrayal, the job loss, the heartbreak, the death, the silence that follows when everything is gone. We've all felt it. That sinking in your chest. That moment where nothing makes sense anymore. And in that darkness, you'll hear two voices. One will say, "This is the end." The other will whisper, "Use this." That's the Stoic choice. Turn the pain into power. Let the collapse become your ground zero. A place where you don't just survive. You build again. Piece by piece, stronger. Because every wound has two paths. It can become your prison or your weapon. You choose. Epictetus, born a slave, later became one of the greatest Stoic teachers. He taught one idea so powerful, it can change how you live. Some things are in your control. Some things are not. That's it. That's the line that separates peace from suffering. You can't control what people do. You can't control the past. You can't control the chaos around you. But you can control how you respond. You can control your thoughts. You can control your next step. Freedom begins when you stop trying to fix what's beyond your hands and start mastering what's within your reach. The world may burn around you, but inside you can be unshaken. Here's a truth most people never want to hear. Life owes you nothing. Not comfort, not certainty, not fairness. You were never promised a smooth journey, and if you expect one, suffering becomes endless. But here's what life did give you: a mind, the power to reason, the ability to choose how you respond, even when everything is broken. That's where Stoic strength begins, not in controlling the world, but in controlling how you walk through its chaos. You don't need life to go your way. You just need the courage to face it, exactly as it is. You feel tired, exhausted, like something inside you has cracked, and there's no one who truly sees it. But listen closely. You are not weak because you're in pain. You are not broken because you cry when no one's watching. You are human. And the Stoics never told you to be emotionless. They told you to be anchored, to feel without being ruled by the feeling, to break and still get up. They knew resilience isn't about being hard. It's about being still in the storm. So don't rush your healing. Don't hide your hurt. Feel it. Breathe through it, but never let it define you. So when everything falls apart and you feel lost, ask yourself just one question. What part of this can I control? Can I control what they did? No. Can I control the past? No. But can I control my thoughts right now? Yes. Can I choose how I respond? Yes. Can I decide what kind of story I want to write next? Always. This is where the Stoic mind begins to rise. Not by fixing the world, but by fixing its relationship to the world. You don't need a perfect plan, you just need to act where it matters most, inside. Seneca once wrote something so raw, so real, it hits you straight in the chest. Sometimes even to live is an act of courage, not to conquer, not to win, just to wake up, breathe, and keep going. And that alone is strength, because life will test you. It will take things you love. It will push you to the edge. But if you're still here, still standing, still breathing, that means something. It means you haven't given up, and in the eyes of the Stoics, that alone makes you powerful. This storm you're in, it will pass. Not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. And when it ends, you won't be the same person. You'll carry the scars, yes, but you'll also carry wisdom, clarity, power. You'll realize the pain didn't destroy you. It rebuilt you. And that version of you who walks out of the fire will never be shaken by the same flames again. So when life falls apart, don't just survive, transform. If these words touch something deep inside you, if you felt seen or heard, then you're not alone. Night wisdom exists for people like you, people who carry silent battles, who walk through storms quietly and rise without applause. So if this gave you strength, share it with someone who needs it. Subscribe for more truth in the silence of the night. And remember, no matter how dark it gets, you are still here. And that is where all power begins.